trade wars, economic battles, global tensions, and one man at the center, daring to fight back against decades of decline. Welcome to the hidden battlefield where Donald Trump used tariffs as his weapon to defend the American dream. Before we dive into this incredible journey of courage, leadership, and fierce loyalty to American workers, welcome to Timeless America, the channel where history breathes, heroes rise, and the American spirit never dies. Please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a story that keeps the flame of freedom alive. A tariff is a simple idea with massive consequences. It's a tax placed on goods that are imported from other countries. Think about it. A product made in China or Europe comes into the United States, and the U.S. government slaps a fee on it. That fee makes the product more expensive for American buyers. Why? Because when foreign goods are more expensive, American-made products become more attractive. It protects domestic industries, safeguards American jobs, and strengthens the economy from the inside out. But tariffs are more than just a price adjustment. They are a message, a warning, a declaration of independence in a global economy that constantly tries to trap nations into endless dependency. Tariffs work by shifting the cost of foreign goods upward. Imagine you're buying a car from Germany. Without tariffs, the car might cost $30,000. With a tariff, the price jumps to $35,000. Suddenly, buying an American-made car looks better. Consumers change their behavior. Companies rethink where they produce their goods. The economy starts to favor homegrown industries. In short, tariffs make buying American a better deal, because Trump saw what many politicians ignored: the bleeding wounds of American industries. Entire towns in the Midwest had been hollowed out by bad trade deals. Factories once full of life were abandoned. Jobs were shipped overseas to countries that didn't care about fair play. He wasn't going to stand for it. When Trump came into office, he unleashed tariffs like arrows in a battle for America's soul. He targeted steel and aluminum first, the backbone of industrial America. American steel had been crippled by cheap imports. Trump slapped a 25% tariff on foreign steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum. The impact was immediate. Steel mills reopened, jobs returned. Confidence grew, but Trump's real target was even bigger: China. For years, China had manipulated its currency, stolen intellectual property, and flooded the U.S. with cheap goods. They grew richer while America grew weaker. Trump had enough. In 2018, he imposed tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese goods, punishing industries tied to China's tech and industrial sectors. China retaliated. Trump fired back harder. Tariffs escalated to cover over $360 billion in Chinese imports. This wasn't just about money, it was about fairness. It was about dignity. Trump stood alone on the world stage, facing off against the dragon, demanding respect for America. Critics screamed. They said Trump was risking a recession, but Trump wasn't bluffing. He knew the pain was short-term. The goal was long-term victory. After months of pressure, China buckled. In January 2020, Trump signed the Phase 1 trade deal with China. China agreed to buy an additional $200 billion in American products over 2 years. Agriculture, energy, manufacturing, America was back in business. No president before Trump had dared to fight this battle. None had the courage, none had the will. But Trump? He relished it. Trump didn't just use tariffs against China. He turned them into a global tool of leverage. He threatened Mexico with tariffs to force stronger immigration enforcement. And it worked. He pressured Canada and Mexico into replacing NAFTA with USMCA, a deal far better for American workers. He challenged the European Union over unfair trade practices, especially with German automobiles. Everywhere Trump turned, he was rebalancing the scales. And everywhere he turned, America's strength grew. The media hated it. Wall Street panicked. Establishment politicians wrung their hands. But Trump didn't care. He didn't answer to elites. He answered to the American people. He stood tall as factories roared back to life, as farmers proudly shipped their goods overseas, as workers felt hope pulse through their veins again. He wasn't just waging an economic war. He was fighting. For every forgotten man and woman who still believed in the American dream, behind every tariff there was a story, an adventure of negotiation, confrontation, and boldness. Picture Trump at the G7 summit, standing firm as leaders of the world's richest nations tried to pressure him. Picture him on the phone with China's top negotiators, staring down demands for surrender and refusing. Picture him in the Oval Office, advisors telling him to back down, and him roaring back, "I'm fighting for American workers and I'm not giving up." Every decision, every tariff, every risk was a move in a grand chess game, a game where America finally had a champion who refused to fold. By the end of Trump's first term, America was stronger. Manufacturing jobs were rising for the first time in decades. Unemployment hit record lows. Wages for blue-collar workers were finally growing. Trade deals were being rewritten with America's interests at the center. The economy was surging. The forgotten were remembered. Tariffs were never the goal. They were the weapon. The goal was fairness, prosperity, national pride. This wasn't just politics for Trump. It was personal. Growing up in Queens, Trump watched his father build homes for working-class families. He understood grit. He understood hard work. When he saw America being sold out, it wasn't a policy debate for him. It was a gut punch. And when he fought for better deals, when he fought through tariffs, he was fighting for the people he grew up with. The people who built America with their bare hands. Today, even after Trump left office, the impact of his tariffs remains. Presidents who followed him kept many of his tariffs in place. American industries are stronger, more resilient. The world knows that America can and will fight back. Trump didn't just impose tariffs, he changed the rules. He changed the conversation, and in doing so, he gave America something priceless: respect, tariffs. To most people, they're just taxes on paper. But in the hands of a leader like Trump, they became something greater. They became shields for workers, swords for industries, and banners of hope for a nation that refuses to kneel. Trump's use of tariffs was bold. It was risky. It was controversial. But it was undeniably patriotic. He fought, and because he fought, America stands taller. Today, when you see a factory running again, when you see American products on the shelves, when you hear the hum of prosperity in once-forgotten towns, remember? It didn't happen by accident. It happened because someone fought for it, someone who believed that America still deserved to win, that someone was Donald J. Trump. And his battle with tariffs will echo through history as a reminder that in the face of decline, a true leader rises, fights, and wins. If you believe in American pride, fearless leadership, and the power of standing strong for what's right, then you are in the right place. Please like this video, subscribe to Timeless America, and share this powerful story. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a journey into the heart of true American greatness. Stay strong, stay proud, stay timeless.